How is everybody doing at this point in time? This is, of course, the Musty Moon Cricket. My voice is a little bit, it's a little bit raspy, you know what I'm saying? It's that time of the year. Everybody's getting a little sickly and shit. But, you know, we back. We in it, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to stop me from making these videos. This is what I do. And today, we, obviously, you know, we never on time with these boys, you know what I'm saying? This right here is a little bit overdue. The game dropped early October. Everyone already got their opinion out on it, but, you know, I don't, you know, I'm still going to add mine in there. I'm still going to add mine to the punch. But we talking about that Mafia 3 this time around. And Mafia 3, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm trying to get into it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to blabber on as much as I usually do. So, you know what I'm saying? Mafia 3 is the debut title of the developing company, Hangar 13. So this is Hangar 13's first game. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? They're really not proven. They're kind of a newer studio. They're headed by some dude who's been, like, you know what I'm saying, been around for a minute. But they're a new studio. It's their first game ever developed. So this is, like, their proving ground. And the game is, of course, published by 2K Games. You know what I'm saying? They make the 2K series, obviously, you know, Borderlands. Who else they got? BioShock. You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So 2K is a big publisher. But, you know, enough of all the bullshit. Like I said, we're talking about Mafia 3. You know, I played the first Mafia. Not the first Mafia, excuse me. The second Mafia. The one you're playing as Vito Scaleto. Makes a little cameo in the game. He's a big character in Mafia 3. But, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not completely foreign to the Mafia franchise. But, you know what I'm saying? It's the third one in the franchise. Mafia 2 is actually a good game. You know what I'm saying? You know, the shooting was kind of, but, you know what I'm saying? It was pretty sweet fighting. It had a nice story to it. Nice protagonist. So now we're going to see how this, you know what I'm saying, how this game compares to its predecessor. So we in this bitch. So now, of course, we're going to start things in a more organized note. Let's start things with the presentation of the game. Now, the game, you know what I'm saying, for presentation-wise, you know what I'm saying, I've been playing this game since I bought it day one, but a lot of games came out in the middle of it, so I've been kind of distracted. So I'm talking in terms of, like, when the game first came out. And when the game first came out, I'm not going to lie, the presentation, the game presented itself in a shitty-ass way, like, it just, dude, the game was fucking glitchy as fuck. Let's be real. I mean, starting off the graphics. Like I said, I mean, I got it on the Xbox One, so I'm a console peasant. And when I first popped the disc in, you know what I'm saying, it has like this weird, like the coloring or something about it, like the lighting. The game does not have good lighting. Like when it's dark as fuck out, like it's legitimately dark. You can't see shit. And like something about like the color, it's not a very colorful game. It's kind of muggy. You know, so I'm not trying to shit on it, but I'm just gonna be real with it. When the game first dropped, and like I said, like it just, I mean, it actually, you know, games like that throughout the whole time playing it. But you know, it could improve in some aspects of that. You know, the color. I mean, it wasn't a bad looking game, but like sometimes you get a cutscene and like you'll look at like Lincoln, the main character in the game, and like he'll like do like something about his eyes won't like be fully detailed. Like I feel like a lot of the graphics don't render in on time. Like it's weird. Like I mean, I'm not even trying to like talk shit about it, but you know what I'm saying. So on that aspect of the game, didn't do the best. But when it comes down to like sound something I can commend the game on. Like, and it's not even just like, I'm gonna put this in the audio category, but like the radio of the game. The radio of the game, I mean, a lot of people have, you know what I'm saying, commended this game on this radio, and I'm gonna be a part. I'm gonna be the bandwagon Negro on that one because yo, the radio in this game actually slaps like heavy. Like you'll be fucking driving. It's like this one dude who's like, I forgot his fucking name, but like he's on his radio station. He'll be talking about the current event. Cause like I said, I don't know if I said it before, but even I don't even know about it. But like this game takes place in like a time of turmoil. Like when the United States is like, you know what I'm saying. You know, 1968, you know, you got the fucking Vietnam War, you know, you got the Civil Rights Movement, all that good shit. So it's a time where it's a very important time in our history, you know. So the radio they talking about current events. It's interesting hearing about that shit. It kind of puts you in the scene like, damn, like this shit actually happened around me. Pretty badass. And I'll categorize that in the sound, but also like, you know what I'm saying, the guns sound pretty smooth. I mean, you know, cars, you know, you get later in the game, you get faster vehicles and shit, or maybe like a more sort of muscle car. You can kind of hear it purr a little bit, you know, the fucking engine and shit. I mean, that's pretty smooth. But you know what I'm saying? One thing I also can give this game actually is pretty dope. The setting in the game, it's like New Bordeaux or some shit. It's kind of like a fucking fictional like spin-off of New Orleans. So you kind of down south where, you know what I'm saying, where shit's really popping off. And like low-key, I mean, I feel like, you know, I've never been down south that far before, and I've been to Louisiana or anything. But I mean, I feel like they captured it pretty fucking good. I mean, from my outside perspective, I feel like they did a pretty decent job of, presenting this game on that note. But I mean, that's what I can say about presentation. Graphic wise, the game doesn't look bad, but like I said, the shit renders in pretty late. But audio, radio slaps, guns, they sound like guns. And the environment, like I said, the setting of the game, New Bordeaux feels smooth. You feel like you're actually in like the South, deep South. So that I can give it a nice applause and presentation. Now from this point, we're gonna move on to the story. Now the story of Mafia 3, like I said, this is probably like the main selling point of the game. This is probably like, like really what kind of hits home with most people who play this game. Cause you play as a dude named Lincoln Clay. Like he's some big ass, interracial coon. And he's home from Vietnam. And like, Lincoln Clay, homeboy really didn't have a home. He really didn't have nowhere to belong to. Like he's an orphan. He was adopted by the black mob. Sammy something shit. I forgot the last name of the black mob family. He's adopted by a mob family. And he wanted to prove himself. So he went off to war in Vietnam, where he learned a lot of shit. The man's a fucking master. The man's really good at killing. That's one thing I'll give about. And and basically, he's coming home from the war. I don't know, how many tours did. They don't give details, but all I say is he's coming home from the war. And trying to link back up with his adoptive family. And not gonna give away too much, but shit start popping off. Leaves Lincoln in a bad spot, to the point where basically this is a vengeance story. I mean, I'm pretty sure, the previews of the game, I don't give a fuck, okay? The previews of the game really gave away the beginning of the story. Basically, man, Lincoln's black mob adopters, they get fucked up. You get betrayed and get killed by the Italian. They try to kill you and they kill your family, the Italian mob. And the dude, he's headed by a dude named Sal Marcano. Sal Marcano is like, he's the big bad guy. So basically the whole story of the game is just you trying to take down this dude. Because, you trusted him, you thought that you guys were, a nice clique together, and come to figure out homeboy backstabs you, So you out for revenge, so you got to take on all the underbosses, all his lieutenants, and in the end him. And the story, that part of the story is pretty smooth, but where the game what makes the story kind of blossom is its setting. It takes place, like I said, during the late 1960s. The United States is in turmoil. Vietnam. JFK just dying. MLK just dying. Civil rights movement. It's like when the KKK was in its prime. All that good shit. Well, no, not good shit, but like all that. Historical shit that molded this country to where it's at. You live in it, you in this bitch, like you actually going through it. So that's pretty smooth. That right there is really what, like, captivates the story, because you are playing a black male during a very prejudiced time. And even though you're mixed, during that time it don't matter if you were fucking 75% white and 25% black. If you got any kind of black in you, you black. That's you. That's who you identify with. So you you chilling, you going through the struggle. You in the struggle for sure. And and really, to kind of wrap it up, the story of the game, it's a good one. I really kind of rushed through the gameplay to get to the more story moments of the game. So I will commend you on that also. But now moving on to the part of the game where usually I find the most enjoyment out of, but this time, oddly, was not my favorite time. It was not my most favorite moment of the game. And we're talking about the gameplay. Now, the gameplay in Mafia 3, it starts off smooth, It starts off, like any game. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get this off the fucking table. Do the shooting in the game, the way you aim your gun, the way it works when you got no auto aim on, I fucking hated it. I never play my third person shooting games with auto aim or aim assist, and I literally threw on aim assist in this game because it was pissing me off that bad at that point. So I'm a pussy. I'm a fucking casual. Fuck it. I threw on fucking aim assist because it was pissed me off that bad. That's a side note. Back onto the actual the broad statement. So, you know what I'm saying? Mafia, when the game first drops, you know, you first playing the game, playing shit, you know, it's pretty smooth. You know what I'm saying? When you first get out, they let you out in the open world. When you're going, you know what I'm saying, from, you know, underboss, taking over rackets, all that stuff. At first, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty smooth. You're enjoying it, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that, it's kind of like you feel like you're making a progress, taking over the city, you know what I'm saying, a piece at a time. It's pretty smooth. But see, you know what I'm saying, that's where the game was smooth, but at the same time, that's where the game had its motherfucking downfall. Cause, you know, at first it was smooth, but I promise you, once you get to that, like, you know what I'm saying, third or fourth underboss, you lose your goddamn mind. You're doing the same shit over and over again. You're fighting the same type of enemies over and over again. I mean, there was one point in the game where it kind of was a little bit more, it was a little bit different turn on it. You know, the different enemies you're fighting, which I kind of enjoyed. There's a point in the game you're fighting like the Southern Union, which are basically like fucking Ku Klux Klan members with fucking rifles on their back. That shit was kind of smooth. You know what I'm saying? You just go to a Klan rally, you see, you know what I'm saying, see behind the scenes of the whole action. Okay, that was pretty, I felt like I was in the moment. That was pretty fucking smooth. But like, for the most part, you're doing really just the same shit. I mean, I'm talking about like, okay, go over here, interrogate this guy. All right, get information for him. All right, go kill these fucking highly, you know what I'm saying, valuable targets. Go kill 3 of them. Oh, go over here and do this. Okay, go over and do that. All right, smooth. Now go to the next boss. Get information from this person over here. All right, now go over there and do the fucking mission they want you to do. Oh, you did that? All right, now go get the big boss. Go get the big boss. Oh, it's another big boss. Oh no, now you can finally go for the fucking underboss. Like, it's just fucking. I mean, I understand they got the pyramid scheme. You know, you got the big mafia bosses. Then you got the fucking, you know, the people underneath them. I understand that. But Jesus pieces, you do this. Oh my Lord, it gets old after a while. Like, I was at a point in time. That's why the game took me so fucking long. I just did not. There's a point in time where, like, I just did not want to finish the game anymore. Like, I had to push through the shit. To the point where I was at the end of the game, I threw the fucking game on easy. I just blow through it. That's how, like, I played the game on normal the entire game. The very end of the game, I threw it on easy. Just fucking blew through everybody and said, fuck it, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I just, you know what I'm saying? The game has, this ain't not like you think it'd be, like, you know, an enjoyable experience and it'll last good. But low key, the game has a nice variety of guns. It has automatic, shotguns, snipers, pistols, rifles, all types of special weapons. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you know, that's smooth. You get a nice variation of guns, you know, so you kind of mix and mingle a little bit. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got, they do have, like, you know, you kind of have a little team you have, like, of underbosses or lieutenants of yours. You got this bitch named Cassandra, who is, she's like the part of the Haitian mob, and she runs that shit. And you kind of, you know, you got this other dude named, this Irish guy named Burke, who runs the Irish mob. And you got Vito Skeletto, who's like an opposing Italian mob, which is fucking smooth. So it kind of like adds on to the gameplay, because once you take over a racket or a district, you have to assign it to these underbosses. And if you favor one underboss over another, or just don't show no kind of underboss any attention, they eventually say fuck you and they want to kill you, and they eventually become your enemy. So, like, you know what I'm saying, me, I played the game, I tried being fair. I did be fair, actually. So I gave everybody an even amount of property, so no one would beat my ass in the end or stab me in the back. So, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, that kind of added a little bit more to gameplay, but just really just like the collectibles, I had no fucking motivation to go do them. I mean, like, every single underboss, like, you know, Cassandra, she has like a weed, like, distribution thing. You had to go pick up weed from her. And Burke has like cars, and Vito has like assassination missions he wants you to go on. And I was doing a lot of them, but then it got to a certain point where I was like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't care anymore. Why am I doing this? It just, like I said, like, the gameplay just, at a point in time, that shit expires. It was fun for like maybe the first couple hours, and for this game being a decent, you gotta put a decent amount of hours in this game to, you know what I'm saying, make a dent in it. Dude, that shit gets old quick, like quick as fuck, to the point where you're ready to put the shit down. And that's why it took me so long. Like, I mean, I got this game before I got Gears of War 4. I beat Gears of War 4 a fucking month ago. like long ass time ago. And I'm still working on this game, but I beat it now. But still, I mean, like games should, like I'm saying, that's where games, that's where they fall off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep the attention. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We in this bitch. But of course, as usual, running my goddamn mouth, can't fucking know when to shut the hell up. So I'm saying we gonna hit the verdict real quick, hit the conclusion of the game, wrap it all up here. And when I talk about that, when I talk about wrapping it up, I mean, like I said, the game wasn't bad. It's not a bad game at all. You know what I'm saying? For the New Bordeaux environment, you know what I'm saying? The audio of the game, the sound, kind of the characters. Oh, by the way, something I didn't mention, the game has some good characters. There's a couple of characters in the game that I actually liked a lot. Like you have this dude that this is off topic. I gotta get such on my chest though. You have this dude that fucking worked. He was in Vietnam with you. His name's Donovan. He's like some guy. He's like a CIA guy who works with you. He was a good ass character. I liked him. He was like a kind of a smart ass, kind of an interesting character, and I liked him a lot. And there's also like this priest dude who just really reminded me of like a really fucking faithful Christian black man, like an old black male. I think they portrayed him really well, so I actually liked him too. And he was kind of that that like word of wisdom in your ear. He kind of like tried to keep you, because Lincoln Clay, low key, like Lincoln Clay is not a good guy. Like he's not a fucking good character. Like low key, like you can be he's actually a bad guy. Like he's literally out for blood. You're playing a mass murderer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, the dude's not a good guy. He really is a criminal. But yeah, so like, you got the priest in your ear who's kind of like trying to bring you back to the light side, but you basically too far gone. Vietnam fucked you up. But yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? Back onto the verdict. I spent out of control over there. But like I said, the game, it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Good story. Decent characters. You know what I'm saying? New Bordeaux's dope. The audio in the game is pretty smooth. Only thing that kind of is keeping it back from being like a really, you know what I'm saying, like a game that we're gonna hold its weight and have its longevity, down the line, is the gameplay. The gameplay honestly and truly kind of spoils it. Not that the gameplay's even bad, you know what I'm saying, the shooting's pretty trash, but other than that, the gameplay's not bad, it's just fucking repetitive. You're doing the same thing over and over again. That's the only thing about it right there. I mean, like I said, like, the game, the environment's smooth, everything really got it working for it. The graphics, you know what I'm saying, textures load in a little too slow, but from, and the frame rate, I ain't mentioned the frame rate. The frame rate got a little better over time, but it was pretty bad at first. But really, just, you know what I'm saying, everything kind of gets there, good character, good voice acting, all that good stuff, but just the gameplay, just the way they had it set up, it got too repetitive. You just really feel like you're doing a chore after a while, doing the same thing over and over again. And I'm telling you, what you do with, the getting rackets and shit, like, you do that shit a lot. Every underboss, you have to do it, and you have to do a lot of them. And then, you know what I'm saying, if you want to, explore the, other pieces of the game, doing like side missions for your lieutenants, that also adds on time. And there's no fast travel. You have to fucking drive everywhere, and dude, shit be feeling so. I mean, later in the game, you kind of get like me, I don't know if everybody gets this, but I'm pretty sure like I was doing favors for the underbosses for my lieutenants, and I got like this thing that Bert gave me. He let me get this sweet ass car, this fast ass red car. Who let me, he dropped it off to me. So after a while, that bitch gets up there. So I was getting around the map kind of quick, but like when you first start off, you get those slow ass bitches you just find on the street. Like, that should take forever. You be hauling. But, low-key, I need to chill the fuck out. I mean, this is how it is when I just get talking to the mic with no kind of preparation. Just get on this bitch. But, you know what I'm saying? It's the Musty Moon Cricket. You know what I'm saying? A.K.A. the Spicy Spook. A.K.A. You know what I'm saying? Notorious Bootlip. That was off the dome. I like how I did that. But fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We back. We out here just talking about video games. Adding this one to the archive. You know what I'm saying? Mafia 3, decent game. It's not, if you get a nice sell on it, it's nice for a nice little adventure. But full price, depends how big of a fan you are of the Mafia series. But I liked it. It was a good time. I won't knock it. I won't talk shit about it. I like this game. It was a good time. We in this bitch though. Good talking to all you motherfuckers.